In a small, picturesque town nestled between rolling hills and a glistening river, there lived a young woman named Elara, who had always felt a deep connection to the ancient woods that bordered her home. Ever since she was a child, the forest had been her sanctuary, a place where she could escape the mundane routines of daily life and immerse herself in the mysteries of nature. The trees seemed to whisper secrets to her, their leaves rustling like the pages of an old book, and she often imagined that the forest was alive with stories from long ago. One day, as Elara ventured deeper into the woods than ever before, she stumbled upon a hidden glade bathed in golden sunlight, with a small, crystal-clear pond at its center. To her astonishment, the pond shimmered with an otherworldly light, and as she approached, she noticed something unusual, an intricately carved wooden box resting on the edge of the water, half buried in the soft earth. The box was ancient, its surface adorned with strange symbols and runes that Elara could not decipher. With trembling hands, she lifted the box and felt an inexplicable surge of energy course through her body, as if the forest itself had bestowed its power upon her. Inside the box, she found a scroll of parchment, yellowed with age and covered in delicate script that seemed to pulse with life. As she began to read, the words on the scroll revealed the tale of a lost civilization that had once thrived in the very woods she had known all her life. This civilization, known as the Eldren, had possessed knowledge and wisdom far beyond that of any modern society, drawing their strength from the natural world and living in harmony with it. But as the scroll told of their downfall, Elara's heart sunk. The Eldren had been betrayed by one of their own, a powerful sorcerer who had sought to harness the forest's magic for his own gain. His greed and ambition had led to the destruction of their world, leaving behind only ruins and the remnants of their ancient wisdom. The scroll ended with a warning, written in bold, urgent script: "Beware the return of the Dark One, for he shall rise again to claim what was lost." Elara felt a chill run down her spine as she realized the implications of what she had discovered. The forest was not just a place of peace and beauty, it was a battleground, and she had been chosen to play a role in the events to come. Determined to uncover the truth and protect her home, Elara set out on a journey that would take her to the farthest reaches of the forest, where she would encounter creatures of myth and legend, some friendly and others fearsome. Along the way, she discovered that she was not alone in her quest. A group of mysterious guardians, descendants of the Eldren, had been watching over the forest for centuries, waiting for the day when the Dark One would return. They revealed to Elara that she was the last of the Eldren bloodline, the only one who could wield the ancient magic needed to stop the Dark One's rise. With their guidance, Elara learned to harness the forest's power, mastering spells and abilities she had never dreamed possible. But as the Dark One's influence grew stronger, the forest began to wither, its once vibrant colors fading to shades of gray. The animals that had once roamed freely now cowered in fear, and the once clear skies were choked with dark clouds. Elara knew that time was running out, and with the guardians by her side, she prepared for the final battle. In a climactic showdown at the heart of the forest, where the ancient trees towered like giants, Elara confronted the Dark One, a shadowy figure wreathed in darkness and malice. The battle was fierce, with the very earth trembling beneath their feet as they clashed. Elara drew upon all the strength and wisdom of her ancestors, channeling the forest's energy into a single, powerful spell that would seal the Dark One away forever. But just as she was about to unleash the spell, the Dark One revealed his true identity. He was her long-lost brother, who had been corrupted by the very power he sought to control. In that moment of hesitation, Elara was faced with an impossible choice: destroy her brother and save the world, or spare him and risk the destruction of everything she held dear. With tears streaming down her face, Elara made her decision, choosing love and compassion over vengeance. She reached out to her brother, offering him a chance at redemption. In a moment of clarity, he accepted, and the dark magic that had consumed him began to dissolve. The forest, sensing the return of balance, began to heal, its colors returning in a vibrant explosion of life. The guardians, witnessing the power of love and forgiveness, bowed to Elara, acknowledging her as the true savior of their world. And so, with the Dark One's threat vanquished and her brother by her side, Elara returned to her village, where she was hailed as a hero. But she knew that her journey was far from over. The forest still held many secrets, and as its new guardian, she vowed to protect it for as long as she lived, ensuring that the mistakes of the past would never be repeated. In the years that followed, Elara's tale became legend, passed down through generations as a story of hope, courage, and the enduring power of nature. And though the world around her changed, the forest remained a sanctuary, its ancient trees whispering tales of the past to those who would listen, and its guardian, Elara, watching over it with a heart full of love and wisdom.